What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be doing something that you might consider me crazy about doing, but I'm really starting to get frustrated. I don't know if it's because of the most recent patch, but I've been having a situation where a lot of my corners, well, not a lot of them, but Patrick Peterson, let's just call him out, bro. Patrick Peterson has not been playing any D. Now, I do want to point out that there are a lot of things that are going on that EA is aware of. You know, picking your play twice. It's a lot of freaky things going on within the game after the most recent patch. But for the most part, the game relatively plays the same. It's just that now I noticed a little bit more of warp tackling going on. You know, the thing that I really hated in Madden 19 that wasn't there early on, that's now coming back. And I've also noticed that, you know, certain players are not really able to get over the top as much, and people are able to recover a little bit better. But still, overall, I'm loving this game so much more than Madden 19. It's unbelievable. And I actually enjoy playing it for the most part. But again, we have to make the best decisions for our team. So this, like I said, when you guys come and watch my video, this is our little thing that we're doing. Has nothing to do with anybody else that you watch or anybody else that you see live stream, whatever you're doing. When you come here and watch a video with us, what I'm doing is I'm giving you my viewpoints. If you disagree with my viewpoints, you can let me know in the comments. That's fine. You know, my community members will respond if you're making points that are justifiable. But for the most part, I'm doing things to try to make my team better. Okay, and in doing that, I'm pointing out certain things that are working for me that may not be working for you that can help you, or I'm just in a massive rage like I am right now. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at some things real quick. All right, Patrick Peterson was actually demoted to cornerback 3 after we got Charles Tilley. All right, now, once we got Charles Tilley, he's been balling out for the most part, but I'm going to be absolutely honest. He also, in some cases, has not reacted and has cost me, well, I don't think he's actually cost me a game yet. Was it him that who was there that I had to rage sold? Well, no, I didn't rage sold him, I moved him. It was actually Marshawn Lattimore. Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore didn't react in one game, and a guy dotted me right in his face in the cloud flat. But anyway, now that he's been demoted to that point, Marshawn Lattimore, for me, relatively plays free safety. He doesn't play corner, and I explained to you guys in one of my most recent streams, if you're a YouTube member, this weekend we'll go more into why I have him at safety. Because you pretty much, in this game, they fixed the cover 2 to where you can actually beat the cover 2 in the middle of the seam. So if you play any kind of cover 2 defenses, you need really fast players there. Now, you can see that his zone coverage is a 78. Maybe that's why he's dumb as a doorbell. I don't know what's going on with the guy, but he just doesn't play any D when balls are thrown right at him. Most of you guys might respond like, yo, Gmia, nobody's responding when the ball's thrown right at him. But that's not true for me, because I can show you guys video proof, GmiasWorld Gaming, with my full games, where you see that my players react. And it's a lot different than 19. So now that I'm noticing it, I gotta make a move, right? Now, when you look at Patrick Peterson, he has decent stuff going on. Like, it's not like the dude's garbage. Like, he has an 82 zone. That's relatively good. You know what I'm saying? Play rec 82, the jump 87. But you know what's going on, bro? We have the opportunity to get Jalen Ramsey. Now, I know that I've raged about Jalen Ramsey and a lot of different things. His agility, this, that. Remember this, though. In Madden 20, when you get out in front on a defensive pick, it doesn't really matter how slow your players are. You're going to be able to run it back for 6. It's sort of like back in the olden day Maddens 11, 12. You know when you got a pick, bruh, it was lights out. That's the way it is right now. So Jalen Ramsey's speed is going to be similar to Patrick Peterson's speed. And we're going to go take a look at a couple things right now because Pat Pete has to go. Now, with the 12 wins that you get in House Rules this week, so if you're watching this video after August 22nd when House Rules has expired, I think it's 48 hours. That's no longer going to be available. I like to give you guys like kind of a time frame so you can know that everything is time-based. So if you're just joining the family, welcome. I love to have you guys. Let's talk it up. We're going to be having so much fun here. But if you are not around at the time when I'm actually discussing it, later on when you come back and watch the video, obviously these are like limited time things with House Rules where you're getting free cards. So the pack that we're going to open right here, this is something that I got earlier that I was debating about. Now, in my opinion, and everything that's available in this pack where you get one of these players, that's a nat, right? I think that Jalen Ramsey is probably the best player to take. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and compare him to Tillman, right? You see he's gonna have the 84 speed that Patrick Peterson has, obviously, but I want you guys to look at that zone coverage at 86. That's going to go to an 87. That's similar to what Charles Tillman has right now. I want you to look at that press, which is going to help me with my cover 2. I want you to look at the fact that his play recognition is 2 points higher. It's going to be 85, which is going to be a higher tier between the 85 to 89, right before the 90. That's also going to help me out. Now, as far as jumping, I told you guys about the agility. You can see the acceleration is probably going to go up 1 also. For the most part, it's very, very similar. Okay, both of them are 6'1", big body corners. I believe that Jalen Ramsey has the better hit power though, right? I think he has the better hit power. But like, you know, why guess about it when it's right here on the card? Let's take a look at it together and figure it out. I believe he does though. 71 to 63. Okay, so good. So that's next level tier also, going into the 70s from the 60. All right, so that's my point of view. I think he is actually the best card. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to jump out of that pack real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what's going on. Now the situation is this. We will have to power him up, because I want to keep pointing out, last year when they powered up cards, in all honesty, they all played the same. You can visibly see differences in the way the players move, the way they react, and everything that they do in Madden 20. So that's a huge plus, all right? The power-up is very, very important. So what I urge all you guys to do, and I always tell my no money spent players this, if you're going to invest in the player, be very, very sure. I think I will be able to survive successfully with Jalen Ramsey over Patrick Peterson right now and keep Lattimore at safety. I believe that works for me. If you have like Willie Brown, you got, Mel Pass the Blunt, you got all those guys out there, and you feel that you're comfortable with where you are, don't worry about this. There's absolutely no reason to do what I'm doing. All right, I'm just letting you guys know, like, my point of view, this guy right here is probably going to be able to make a little bit more plays for us. So earlier we could have got his power for 80,000, right? Right now it's at 88. If we're going to go all in and get it, I'm going to do it right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to buy it because we know we're getting rid of Patrick Peterson. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to buy his power for 88. Okay? We know we got the Nat card that's going to go into the set, so we're fine with that. Let's start taking a look at what he's going to look like. Final tier upgrade. What is he? 465? That's a lot. All right, so final tier, he's going to be 84, all that stuff that we already knew. Okay? 90 press he's going to. So that's next level tier. I want to point that out. He's going to be able to hold that press and stay with his man a lot longer. If I switch him to man coverage, you guys should all know at this point, man coverage is extremely, extremely, extremely OP. All right? If you haven't heard that before, you need to know about it now. It's extremely OP. So if I were to come out and let's say, for instance, I ran like a dollar defense. All right? People are running wild with the dollar defense right now. Look at it. I just bought it. Somebody put it up for 86. Yo, bro, you just hate to see it. With the way that the man coverage is playing, if you play the right type of man coverage, you are going to have a lot of success locking people up. Okay, like it's a no-brainer. Like, you are going to completely and utterly dominate your opponent if you're running the right man coverages. Now, all man coverages are not created equal. All right, when you got linebackers out there, you're going to probably get dotted more often than not. All right, you want to come out with dollar, you want to come out with dime, you want to do things along those lines to make sure that you can't get beat deep. That's the nature of the business, all right? They will stay with them, but certain plays, it's going to be just outrageous against man coverage. Like the bunch. When you run a wheel route in that bunch, you run it out of, tight, whatever it is, if you start running that, when he hits the wheel, certain man-to-man coverages are going to get, it's going to get eaten up, all right? After that happens, it depends on the man coverage of the player. So now, when we look at what we're going to be doing with Jalen Ramsey, I already know what I'm getting from Jalen Ramsey. Okay, like, I don't need to guess. I've played against him. They cheated for him. Like, it's very, very wild, the stuff that this guy's been able to do against Tyreek Hill. I don't know how he's running step for step with Tyreek Hill. It doesn't make any sense to me that he's doing it, but he's been doing it so often, and I'm just like, you know what? We got to do something about this. Like, this has to be changed. We have to get something done, because if we do not do it, it's going to actually, it's going to be an issue for us. I don't know why I spend that extra 5 training. What does he have? Shut down Zone Hawk? We're not really adding anything to him other than like the Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really bumped. My corners, I don't think my corners are that important. Pretty much, well, but let me take that back. Not that they're not that important. They're not that important to give them X factors. They mean a lot in the game. So let me just rephrase that before you guys start getting wild. What do you mean? Yeah, bro. That's why I'm Ray selling Pat Pete right now, because the corners do matter. But this is the situation, right? Everybody that wants to know which way to go, it appears that lockdown defensively is probably the best way to go right now for your team. Adding the man, the zone, all that stuff. I think that right now, that's probably the no-brainer. All right, what we're going to do with Marshawn Lattimore, we're going to add him right here. We're going to just put him outright in the slot so that it's easier to do our subbing when the game starts. Let's go ahead and put Jalen Ramsey. I'll put Jalen Ramsey on the left because, or should I put, yeah, because he's slower. And generally, the slower dudes, if you put them on the left, they have a little bit more success. It's weird like that. Tillman coming in at that 87 speed, that's going to really help us out a lot. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, that's a huge factor when you got a guy that's coming out trying to burn you deep for 6. You know, he'll make those plays. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put Jalen Ramsey on the right, you know, when I'm on the left side, like when you're looking at the screen, even though he's the right side corner, he's the left side of the screen corner, and he'll just be there to hold it down right there. All right, so that's what we're doing with that situation. Now, as far as Patrick Peterson goes, we're going to actually downgrade him and sell him effective immediately because we don't need him. Because Lattimore, I've already invested too much into Lattimore. It would make no sense for me to now go and try to get rid of Lattimore when most of his cards, like the Ultimate Trainer, those cards were like, you know, pretty much all nats. This guy, it's really no reason for me to keep him at all. There's really no reason. So he's going to have to just start giving me back my stuff. All right, what do we get for this? We're going to get back a Corley Patrick Peterson. I'll take that. Thank you. Okay, 120 training. Thank you. Okay, 94 training. Thank you very much. All right, 12 training. Thank you very much. What do we got here? 8 training. Thank you very much. 5 training. Thank you very much. What else we got? Okay, this is adding training. All right, so now we reduced him back to his power up. We're going to go ahead and we're going to sell off all his cards. All right, so this is his power up. Let's go ahead and check the price. What's going on with that? What do you got? 12,000. Okay, it's a reason why you're 12,000. People are realizing that you're just standing there and getting dotted through your brain. And it's really, really, bro, you just hate to see it. But we're going to go ahead and get rid of you for 11,000 right there. And pretty much try to get as much as we can for your 84 overall. What are you, 85? What are you? What is this? Where are you? Pat, there you go. 85. So what are you going for, the 85 overall? What are you looking like? All right, 69,000. All right, so probably like 67K. You know, we could get away with that. I think he would sell for that. So we'll go ahead and do that. If he doesn't sell for 67, then we'll figure it out, you know, a little bit later. Let's go 66. It'll go to 67. Oh, it stays at 60. Okay, 67 right there. All right. Now we get rid of him. 67 plus this, you know, the 11. You know, we get the 78. We pretty much made up for what we paid for the power up with Jalen Ramsey, and I feel that the squad is a lot better where we are right now. Okay, going forward. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you at this moment. That's something that I think you guys might be like, yo, you know, we might be torn a little bit with it. You know, maybe I jumped the gun on it. Like, yo, you probably shouldn't have got rid of him. I just feel that it was necessary to rage sell him at this time. But you guys don't have to. If you're enjoying guys throwing the ball right at you and him not reacting, that's fine. But I had to get a player with better zone and, you know, just better coverage stats. It's all about the coverage. I need to have better coverage out there. I do not want to get dominated by idiots continuously throughout the year. So I'm going to upgrade when I can, and that's pretty much it for me. What sold? What was that, the power-up or the other thing? What was that? Okay, the power-up sold first. All right, so that's fine. I believe that his elite will sell, and then we'll gain back a little bit, and then we'll probably be right around where we just were, and then we'll continue to grow the team that way. All right, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please enjoy your day. Drink responsibly. If you're a child, eat your candy responsibly. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Be sure to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, GmiasWorld, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Let me know if you have any questions by leaving it in the comments. Until next time, one love.